Hey everyone, it's Laynie and how are you guys doing today? I hope you are having a beautiful day so far. Really, I do. I have my coffee here to warm my hands and to warm my soul, so I'm doing great. It is so windy and chilly out there today. I'm not a fan. But you know what I am a fan of? My good friend here on YouTube, Christina, Burgess. We are collabing for this video. My first YouTube collab. I'm so excited about this. Oh, I am truly excited about this, and I have a link for her channel down below. If you haven't checked out her channel, you need to. She is so sweet, she makes great content, and she's so down to earth, which is really what makes me love her channel even more. And I've never told her this, but I think she has an adorable southern accent. I do love that. Christina, you have the cutest accent. So we are collabing on this video to talk about our VIB sale recommendations for the VIB sale at Sephora. If you don't know what the VIB sale is, you are missing out. If you shop at Sephora like I do and are such a fan of Sephora, it is a rare but wonderful occurrence. So not many things go on sale at Sephora, but twice a year, and sometimes they squeak in a third sale, they do have big sales within Sephora. And the fall one, in my opinion, is the best because it's usually the 20% off. 20% off? Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you. I love this. I do love sale, especially when it's at Sephora. I usually go a little bit crazy at the Sephora VIB sale, but I do want to throw out there, don't think you have to get all of them, any of them, one of them, whatever fits your budget. These are just things that I think would be so fun to try out or to restock on. So let's just jump on into skincare because you gotta start with a great canvas. The first thing on here is the Tatia water cream. I got this little sample a while back and oh my gosh. Please tell me, why does Tatia have to make such great products that are so luxurious and so expensive? I got this sample and I didn't think I was going to fall in love with it, but oh my goodness, I fell in love with it. It feels like a cream as you put it on and it truly just melts into a water and it feels like nothing on your skin, and it says it's great for all skin types, and it felt semi-magical as I was applying it. I did love it, but it's $68. That's expensive. I definitely think the VIB sale is a great time to try out Tatia if it's something you've kind of been wanting to dip your toe into. You want to try it out, but that price tag scares you. Definitely now is a great time to go ahead and try out one of the Tatia products you've been dying to try. The next two products I'm going to talk about are things I haven't even used myself. They're things that I really want to try out and just kind of made me get a little twinkle in my eye when I saw them on the Sephora website. The first one is the Watermelon Glow Mask by Glow Recipe. This comes in at $45, so it is not cheap. Again, a great time to try something out that I'm on the fence about because it's going to be on sale. It says it's good for all skin types. And you know, every girl loves to glow, so of course I want to have beautiful glowing skin. The thing that really caught my eye on this was the fact that it is a sleeping mask. The idea of wearing something overnight that's really going to absorb into the skin and have that time to absorb and sink in and rejuvenate the skin. That I was like, that's pretty cool, a sleeping mask. I've never done that before. I need to try this. The next thing here is this, I know I'm going to say it wrong, Laneige? Laneige. I think it's Laneige, kind of like the word beige. That's how I'm like figuring it out in my head. Laneige lip sleeping mask. Again, a sleeping mask. There's something about it that just really entices me. And this comes in at $20, so it's not crazy expensive. But I have super dry lips, especially in the fall and the winter. Oh my goodness, naturally dry lips, and then you bring that winter cold air on top of it, and it is a bad situation. If you've tried it, please leave in the comments below what you thought. The next thing we are going to talk about are primers, because we've got that good canvas now, and now we need to prep the skin for makeup application. These are all primers I have used, and the first one I'm going to bring up is the Hourglass Mineral Veil. I got this sample size a while back in the Sephora Play, and I actually really liked it. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. It isn't cheap though. That's why I've never taken the leap and got the full size. It's $54 for the full size product, but Hourglass makes such high-end products, and I'd heard so many YouTubers rave about this product, and I honestly really like it. Now, it's not one of those primers to me that is magical and like filling in pores or anything like that, but it just feels so nice on the skin. And I will tell you, pairing it with my Hourglass Vanishing Stick Foundation, my skin looks perfect. It is an oil-free primer, which is great for oily skin if you also have oily skin, but I will say it does still have like a hydrating feel to it, so if you had dry skin, I wouldn't be scared of this primer. And it has SPF right in it, so it really is a really great broad spectrum primer to put under foundation, and it looks so great with my Hourglass foundation. I mean, really, really good. It's not cheap, so this would be the time, if you're wanting to try it out, to jump on in and do so. And I will say they do have a smaller travel size for $19 if you're not quite ready to make the leap into the $54 range. The next primer is one that is newer to Sephora. It is the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Perfecting Primer by Too Faced. It comes in at $32, and I do currently own it. Now, I wouldn't say the cooling bit is so true, but I have very oily skin, so anybody else out there with a lot of oils that needs a good matte primer, this one feels really nice, but it doesn't make me feel overly dry. Even having oily skin, I can't stand when my skin feels dry. I really don't like it. And this has a nice peach tint to it to give a little more life to the skin, to help even out any uneven skin tone. And it does pair extremely well with the Too Faced Peaches and Cream foundation, their new matte foundation. So I really like it. It is one of my most favorite matte primer I've ever used, because like I said, I'm kind of picky when it comes to mattifying because I don't want to feel dry. The next primer I'm going to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I love this stuff. There was a time period where I used it constantly. It was my go-to because it is so easy to just spritz a primer on before your makeup. It's like wham bam done, ready to go on to the next thing. Especially if you are really busy and don't have time to play with your makeup, you just need to get it on. And it's so light wearing, it feels so hydrating, and it doesn't make me oily. I truly love this stuff, and I also would use it to spray over top of my makeup, and I don't know if it helped with longevity, but it helped my makeup melt into my skin and look really, really nice. The full size comes in at $32, and the other nice thing is that you can get a smaller travel size for $16. So again, if you're not ready to jump into full size, maybe you have other primers you like using and you just want to test it out, you can do that trial size. Or if you're ready to go all the way in and go full size, it's 20% off. Now let's talk about some foundation. I'm not unhappy with my bare skin at all, but I like putting on foundation, and then I'm like, yes ma'am, I am ready to take on the day now. It just, I don't know, I feel like putting on makeup gives you that extra boost of confidence. It's like I love myself without it, but I really love myself with it. The ones I would recommend to you guys, the first two are ones I have tried. The first one is the Peach Perfect Matte Foundation from their new Too Faced Peaches and Cream line. I loved this foundation. It is not cheap, it's $36, but you do get 1.6 fluid ounces, which is actually a pretty big bottle of foundation. They have an okay shade range. Not great. That is the one downside to this foundation. I really wish they would launch more shades, because I will say once you get to the medium to dark, it really narrows down your selection. And the other thing is the undertones are pretty strong in this. And even in the fairest category, they don't have that many. I'm in the shade Porcelain, which sounds like it would be really light, and I am light complected, but Porcelain to me is like fair. And it works on me and is maybe a little bit more of me right now with a semi-tan. Like barely a tan, but I have a little bit of a tan. So the shade range is not great. That is the downside to this. But this is one of the best matte foundations I've ever used, especially when pairing it with that primer. I've never had a foundation where I truly don't get oily by the end of the day, and when I wore those together all day, my skin still looked really, really good. Like really good. The coverage is medium but definitely buildable, and even with dry skin, I don't think this would be too matte on you, especially if you did a hydrating primer. This is a great foundation. I would definitely recommend it. I just wish the shade range was better. The next foundation is one of my very, very favorites. And it is not cheap. It is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I almost didn't get this when the hype was first out because you get so little product, 0.25 ounces in here. And it was my first real major test of a stick foundation. but dang, it is so good. It is crazy pigmented. The stick foundation is just so easy to put on, you know, make a few lines, buff it out. But dang, it's $46 for 0.25 ounces. I will say a little bit of this goes a very long way because it is so pigmented. I mean, Hourglass, I feel like, really does make quality products, and the pigmentation is there with this. I do think it's overpriced though. I'm gonna throw that out there. This is definitely overpriced. I mean, $46 for 0.25 ounces, that's crazy. But I do love this stuff, especially when paired with the primer. It's so comfortable on the skin. Your skin looks freaking flawless. I wish it didn't because I'd save money, but it does. The next one is not one I have ever tried, and it is one that's semi-controversial, semi-not, but I definitely think VIB sale is the time to test out things that you're like kind of just wanting to go with the latest trend. You know, if you really want to try out that thing everybody's talking about. That is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. The packaging looks beautiful. The shade range is phenomenal. There is a shade for everybody, which I think is great. It's not super expensive. It's $34 for just over 1 ounce, so it's not crazy. The packaging is beautiful. Rihanna is amazing. I mean, it's got all of the makings of amazingness. I've just heard mixed reviews on if people either seem to love this foundation or hate it, and like I said, I haven't tried it. If you want to test it out, try it on the VIB sale because it is $34 and everybody is talking about it. If you have any powder foundations from Sephora, please leave them down below because I am currently looking for a good powder foundation. I really like a powder foundation to set the rest of the face after I've kind of set the under eye with some translucent powder, so let me know your recommendations. The next thing we're going to talk about are setting sprays. I am a major fan of these. My face will literally melt off by the end of the day. Like if I just like go like that, I mean like I can like wipe off half of my face at once, and setting sprays make me feel more confident that my makeup is going to get me through the entire day. My first choice is a new one that I love so much. It is the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray from the Too Faced line, Peaches and Creme. I really love this. It comes in at $32, not terrible. It's a very big bottle. 4 ounces of product in here. It smells heavenly, and I love it. Beware though, you've got to shake this up really, really, really good because otherwise you will get little, what looks like powder flecks all over your face, and I've heard they do not blend out. It's got a great mister, it smells amazing, and it really does a great job of helping keep me matte and in place for the whole day. The next thing is an oldie but a goodie. It has been a long time favorite. It is the Urban Decay Setting Sprays. If you have normal, dry, combo skin, you could definitely get away with using the All-Nighter, which comes in at $32 for 4 ounces. I like to think of it as hairspray for the face. It really does lock everything in. I personally like to use the De-Slick. I'm so glad that they have this. It helps keep your oils at bay, but I will say I like the Too Faced Peach Mattifying Spray even better. It does a better job of keeping my oils at bay, but I've used this for years and highly, highly recommend. If you don't use a setting spray, try it out. It will change your makeup game. The next thing to discuss are bronzers, because we all like to be a bronze goddess. I love bronzers, especially bronzers that have dual uses, as in bronzer slash contour, those ones that kind of walk the line of a bronzer and a contour. So the first one is the Holo Bronzer by Benefit. This is a great cool toned bronzer that has just enough warmth that it's not ashy or muddy, and it lasts forever. I had a trial size, I mean very teeny tiny trial size that lasted what seemed like forever. The next one I would recommend is the Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer from Too Faced. This one comes in at $30, but you're definitely getting more product in it, and the packaging is, in my opinion, a little prettier. Too Faced always does great packaging. It definitely does a great job of being a bronzer slash contour, and I do have this sample size right now. This is for the medium to deep, and it is a really nice neutral bronzer. It really works so great as a contour. So those would be my two go-to recommendations for bronzers. So as far as eyeshadow goes, I really don't need many eyeshadows. I have a lot of eyeshadow, but every once in a while a palette comes along and I'm like, yes, I must have that. So the one I told myself I wasn't going to get, and now I'm thinking I am going to get it during the VIB sale. Do I need it? No, but it just looks so pretty. It is the Just Peachy Matte. Again, from the new Too Faced Peaches and Creme collection. If you can't tell, I was a fan of that line. It is $45, so it is not cheap, but the packaging is so beautiful. It smells so good. The colors just say my name. I love pink. I love everything pink. I love warm tones. And I swatched this in store, and they are the most creamy, delicious matte eyeshadows ever. This compares to my Natasha Denona matte from the holiday Natasha Denona palette. I mean, this is like that for all of the colors in there. So good, at least on swatch. I've never used it, but I want to, so I'm probably gonna get it. Short and sweet on the eyeshadow. This video isn't gonna be short and sweet. I feel like this is going on forever. Good thing I had my snack before and I got my coffee now. How are you guys doing? Are you hanging in there? The last few things here are those odds and end items. Yes. For me, the VIB sale is a time I love to get perfumes. I am such a sucker for smells. I love sniffing good stuff, and I love wearing perfume. I use perfume on the daily, many times a day. I always keep one in my purse to spritz throughout the day because I love smelling good, and I love matching perfume to my mood, my clothes for the day. I mean, I go above and beyond when I'm picking out my perfume for the day. The one that I really want to try out that I don't currently have is the Prada Candy Gloss. I smelled it in store and it smells amazing. If I were to grab this, I would get the 1 ounce because I do have enough perfume. I don't wear the same perfume every single day. This smells so good. It has peach in the scent story, and oh my gosh, I love the smell of peach. If you can't tell from me talking about peaches and cream so much, I love the smell of peach. And the 1 ounce is $58, so it's definitely not cheap. Nothing Prada is cheap, but it's definitely not like the full-size bottle either. The last thing we're going to talk about is something I got a sample of the other day and I fell in love with. Truly in love with. And I was like, yes, I have to get this. It is the Bumble and Bumble While You Sleep Overnight Damage Repair Mask, coming in at $49, so it is not cheap. But oh my gosh, I got this little sample pack with my Sephora order and I was like, I'm going to try this tonight, not thinking I would be really impressed. But I tried it overnight. When I got up in the morning and washed my hair felt like silk in the shower. When it was rinsing out, I've never felt my hair feel so amazing and silky smooth like I did when I used that. I mean, I was like in the shower like, holy cow, this is amazing. So I am definitely getting that. It is sitting in my cart waiting for this sale to happen right now as we speak. But you guys, so I just basically talked to you about the entire Sephora store. So if I missed anything, but really though, if there's anything you're excited about getting or any recommendations you have for me to look into, please leave them down below. I seriously love hearing from you guys. Make sure you go check out Christina. She's truly awesome. You are going to love her channel. And I'm so excited that we collabed on this video, and I cannot wait for that sale to go live. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube family. Really, I would. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all 3 places, because I love getting to chat with you guys. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.